We've been taught that if someone disrespects us, we have to shout back to show our strength. We think that the person who screams the loudest is the one in control. But have you ever noticed that when you lose your temper, you actually lose the argument? The moment you raise your voice, you've handed the other person the keys to your emotions. You've shown them exactly where your buttons are. But what if there was a more powerful way? A way to make someone regret their disrespect without ever breaking your composure? There is a quiet, almost dangerous level of respect that comes from silence, eye contact, and the refusal to react. Today, we're going to look at the psychology of low-volume dominance and how you can end disrespect forever by simply changing how you process the noise. Disrespect is often a test. When someone belittles you or crosses a line, they are subconsciously looking for a reaction. They want to see you flustered, angry, or defensive. Why? Because your reaction gives them a sense of power over you. If they can make you shout, they are the ones driving the car, and you are just the passenger. Many of you who are fixers or reliable people fall into the explanation trap. You try to explain why their comment was hurtful, hoping they will understand and apologize. But as we've discussed, people feel threatened when you stop explaining. When you raise your voice to defend yourself, you are actually pleading for their approval. You are saying, "Please see me as valuable." The first step to ending disrespect is realizing that your value is not up for debate. One of the most intimidating things you can do when someone disrespects you is nothing. Just wait. When someone says something rude, instead of snapping back, look them directly in the eyes and count to 3 in your head. Let the silence hang in the air. This is called the tactical pause. In that silence, the weight of their own words starts to crush them. They expected a fight, but they got a mirror. By not reacting, you are forcing them to sit with their own behavior. Most people are so uncomfortable with silence that they will start backpedaling or talking just to fill the gap. You haven't said a word, yet you've already taken the high ground. You aren't numb, you are centered. When you finally do speak, keep it short. The more words you use, the more weakness you leak. A person who is truly in control doesn't need to write a paragraph to defend their boundaries. Use minimalist speech. Instead of saying, "I can't believe you said that. It's so unfair and you always do this." Try a calm, flat question. "Are you okay?" Or, "What was your goal with that comment?" By asking a question in a neutral tone, you shift the cognitive load back onto them. Now they have to explain themselves. You've moved from the defendant to the judge. This is how you handle emotional vampires without losing your energy. You are protecting your inner sanctuary by refusing to join them in their chaos. There is a reason why calm people are seen as dangerous. It's because no one knows where their limit is. When you raise your voice, people know they've reached your edge. But when you stay calm, they have no idea how much power you are actually holding back. This inner recoil is your greatest weapon. You've spent years holding things together for others, absorbing their noise and suffering from emotional burnout. But now, you are turning that numbness into a shield. You are realizing that you don't owe anyone a reaction. When you stop seeking approval, you stop being a target. A bully cannot play with someone who refuses to be a piece on their board. Your calmness is a boundary that says, "You can speak, but I am not obligated to listen." Ending disrespect isn't about winning a fight. It's about realizing the fight is beneath you. When you stop raising your voice, you start raising your standards. You become okay with being the villain in their story if it means keeping your peace. If they think you're cold or arrogant because you didn't shout back, let them. Their version of you is not your responsibility. You are the protagonist of your life, not a supporting character in theirs. When you master your own internal noise, the external noise of others loses its power. You aren't just staying quiet, you are staying powerful. The next time someone tries to diminish you, remember, the loudest person in the room is often the weakest. The person who can sit in the fire and keep their heart cool, that is the person who holds the real power. Have you ever managed to stay calm while someone was trying to provoke you? How did it feel to watch them lose their power while you kept yours? Tell me your story in the comments. Let's help each other build that dangerous calm. If this video gave you a new perspective on strength, like and subscribe to join our community of thinkers. Thank you for watching. Speak less, observe more, and never let them see you sweat.